In level 1, you'll be finding slope from a graph, from 2 points, or from an equation. First, we're going to look at a graph. And when you determine the slope of a line in a graph, you first want to determine if it's positive, negative, 0, or undefined. A line with positive slope goes up from left to right, or it increases. It's kind of like walking up a mountain from left to right. Line D has positive slope. A line with negative slope goes down from left to right, or it decreases, like walking down a mountain from left to right. So line A would be negative slope. A horizontal line is called zero slope. It's kind of like walking on flat land. And a vertical line is undefined. It has no slope. It's almost like falling off a cliff. The next step would be to determine the exact value of the slopes of line A and D. First, you want to find 2 points on the line, any 2 points, and you make a triangle. The rise over the run will give you the slope, and the rise is the vertical part of the triangle, in this case 2. The run is the horizontal part, which is 3. And we already know that this line has negative slope, so we get negative 2 over 3. Line B is undefined. Line C has 0 slope. And line D, again, we're going to pick 2 points, any 2 points on the line, make a triangle. The rise in this case is 3, the run is also 3. 3 over 3 equals 1. Next, we're going to determine the slope of a line given 2 points. If you have 2 points in the form x1, y1, and x2, y2, you can find the slope using the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we often use the letter m to represent slope. In this first example, I can label x1, y1, and x2, y2 if I want. On the top of the fraction, I subtract the y's, and I'm starting with the second y, 1, minus the first y, 6. Since I started with the second point for the y's, I need to start with the second point for the x's. So I do 2 minus 5. 1 minus 6 is negative 5. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. The two negatives cancel out and make a positive 5 over 3. In the next example, why don't you pause the video and try it on your own. In this next example, you should have started with the second y, 4, minus the first y, 4, and then the second x, negative 7, minus the first x, and we get 0 over negative 8. And 0 divided by anything is 0, so this equals a slope of 0. This would be a horizontal line. Try the next example on your own as well. If you're ready, for this next example, subtracting the y's on the top, you would get 3 minus 7, and the bottom, negative 2 minus negative 2. That gives us negative 4 over 0. And when you have 0 on the bottom, it's dividing by 0 is not a legal move in math. You're not allowed to divide by 0. It's not possible. So this is what we call undefined slope. The last thing you're going to do in level 1 is find the slope in an equation that's in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. and the number in front of x is the slope. So in this problem, the slope would be 1/5.